Hi Gemini, welcome to Many Moons Tarot. My name is Kayla and today we will be pulling 4-card spread for your weekly reading. So it's going to be pretty simple. We're just going to get some quick messages that Spirit might have to guide you through this week. So I have a new deck here that's called Insta Tarot. So that's something fun. It's just a fun little play on social media post, so Instagram. So we're going to pull one card there for you to get the kind of overall energy for you this week. We're also going to pull an angel card message here with some numbers, anything that you might see in your week this week. So we're going to do that, as well as pull a self-care card. We often forget to take care of ourselves, so maybe you'll find some inspiration here this week, as well as finally pulling a card about your feelings. So maybe you're starting something that's going to maybe be something resonating towards your, just your subconscious, your feelings, anything that helps tie yourself to this reading, and we'll go from there. So let's start shuffling the deck and see what we have for the overall energy this week, Gemini. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. So maybe you are putting in the energy this week in the work, the long hours of work. Maybe it's somebody's birthday here. I do see a slice of cake. So we did just pass a Gemini season not too long ago. So a happy belated birthday, Gemini. So this card states, just spent hours perfecting this cake for my loved one's special day. Hashtag baking, hashtag homemade, hashtag love is in the air, hashtag dedication, hashtag worth it. So maybe, this person in this card has blushed cheeks. So, maybe, you're attracting new love in your life, perhaps. Maybe you have something new. Maybe you have a new passion project or something that, you're putting all these hours into, and you're really trying to manifest something great and, definitely worth the time here. Pentacles, money, success, happiness. I do get that a lot here for you this week. So if that resonates for you, absolutely good stuff here. So maybe, maybe you have baking. Maybe you're trying to pick up a new skill here as well. So I also see a rainbow in this picture. So, maybe you're dealing with somebody of the same gender, perhaps. Just take what you will from that. Now we are going to pull an angel oracle message. So let's see any messages here for Gemini this week. Oh, all these cards want to fly out this week. So this card specifically states change catalyst. So 3636. So embrace endings as opportunities for new beginnings. Your future is bright. So maybe you are entering a new relationship, perhaps, or even a new job. It doesn't necessarily have to be love. Take, what makes more sense for you. So you are starting potentially, a new business. Maybe, you have a bakery you're beginning, not necessarily, but I see something has ended and something new is beginning, and I think that's really good here. So lots of changes happening for you perhaps this week, Gemini. For rain. So we're going to pull a self card message here. Something to help you, maybe relax. Something new. Maybe some new ideas here will arise. What do we have for self-care spirit for Gemini for this week? We have connect with fire. So maybe, it could literally be you. Maybe you're having a bonfire. Maybe you're out having a good time. Maybe you went camping or something. So something I do see right off the bat, though, is this rainbow. So I think that kind of goes into this, new beginning. Maybe something has, really affected, your self-worth in your eyes, and it's been like draining your energy. But with this rainbow, I think that means like, new happiness, new successes are on the way here. Maybe you're dealing with a fire sign, perhaps. The number on this card is a 12. 12 is the 12th month, December, Sagittarius. Maybe you are dealing with a fellow fire sign. Take what you will from that. And finally, let's get a feelings card. Something in your subconscious, something that you can maybe tie yourself into this reading a little bit further for this week, Gemini. We have forgive. So maybe you're forgiving somebody. Maybe somebody really hurt you, and you put an end to it with that new beginning here. So, I do feel like everybody, deserves a second chance, depending on the situation. So maybe you've, put a lot of time in, starting fresh with, yourself, a new person, but maybe you're forgiving somebody, maybe somebody's forgiving you. But I do see, happy things here for you this week, Gemini. So I hope you can gather something from this message for this week, and we will see you next week. Take care.